What politicians will say to get elected. Identity is the physical and or behavioral attributes that make a person recognizable as a member of a group. Every living person has an identity that allows them to be a part of this world. We are all different. No one is the same. Social power is the influence that people possess within a particular social structure and enables them to induce others to act. So anyone and anything can have social power, and we see it very common in our politics. Usually to have social power, we have the ability to persuade. Attitudes are positive or negative feelings towards some person, thing, or idea. Everyone has feelings towards anything, and we show it in our own different ways. Audience is any person who hears, reads, or sees a symbolic action, the group targeted by a message, even if it's not present, or the group capable of acting in response to the message. We have all been a part of an audience before. For example, we watch concerts, we watch the news, we read articles, and when we do that, we are all the audience. Beliefs are sets of knowledge that are grounded in people's values, orientation. We have the power to believe what we want, and we all believe in different things, and beliefs unite us whether or not we know it. The artifact I'm using is an article written by Michael Harriot called Pete Buttigieg is a Lion MF. The background for this artifact is that this past April, Pete Buttigieg announced his candidacy for president. After announcing his candidacy, a video surfaced of him saying that the reason kids of minority don't succeed is because they lack role models. But Michael Harriot didn't believe that. Michael Harriot wrote an article on The Root suggesting that Pete Buttigieg is a liar for saying what he did. Harriot then went on to argue that the reason these kids are not excelling is because of injustices. Some of these injustices that Michael stated are lack of school funding, lack of transportation, and unfair treatment. As you can see in this graph, Black African American students get the most suspensions in California. Michael makes sure to distinguish the identities between himself and candidate Pete Buttigieg. Michael's identity is being a Black man who was once a part of a low-income family, and Pete's identity is being a white man from an affluent family. By Michael providing their identities, we can see that both Pete and Michael had different experiences, yet Pete was wrong because he had no role model to show him. Your identity matters when it comes to education and fair treatment. Pete Buttigieg was mayor and is now running for president of the United States. He has the ability to push things towards his followers to do something. He can tell them to donate to him or vote for him in future elections. However, Pete Buttigieg is not the only one with social power, as Michael does too. Their social power differs as Pete is more political and Michael's isn't. Michael's social power comes through his writing. He's informing his readers and letting them act upon what they've read. Michael disagreed with what Pete Buttigieg said. He believes the reason why kids of minority do not excel is because of the injustices they face. Michael showed he disagreed with Pete's statement by writing an article calling him out on his lies. When Pete first said that, the audience was his followers, as well as the people who support him. He said what he said because he knows or thought that was what his followers wanted to hear. He wanted to inspire people by saying we need more role models, or he just wanted to get the attention of people of minority to support him as well. The audience are the ones who read the article, therefore I am a part of the audience. The audience is getting to read what Michael feels. I believe your identity has a lot to do with your beliefs. Because Pete has a different identity than Michael, he's going to have different beliefs. Pete believes minorities need more role models, while Michael believes we do not. Michael uses his narrative to support his beliefs. Michael grew up poor and made his way out by not having a role model. He states he had to walk a long way to school or pass through a river to go to school, and these are the injustices keeping kids from excelling as well. My questions are, do you agree with Pete Buttigieg that kids of minority need more role models in their life to succeed? Do you think Pete Buttigieg was using his social power by making that statement to attract minority voters? And do you believe your identity correlates with your beliefs?